Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the new Maserati GranTurismo. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Maserati of Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this GranTurismo. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a twin-turbo 3-liter V6 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 18 around town and then 27 on the highway, with power outputs being 483 horsepower and then 443 pound-feet of torque. And then I love how the engine is displayed. Obviously it says powered by Nettuno, and then notice how far back the engine is here in the engine bay. So this kind of has more of a front mid-engine design. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, I love how everything kind of flows down towards the bumper, but you guys can see this one has a matte paint. And then the headlight design is distinctively Maserati. And then I love how it's so open here at the bottom. And then of course we have Maserati's distinctive front grille with the trident there, front and center. And putting it all together, because of the super long hood, it just has that like signature sports car design. Now around the side here, our tire and wheel setup is 265/30/20 in the front and then 295/30/21 in the rear. So a slightly staggered setup. Notice the wheels are all blacked out. You've got the red brake caliper, and then you guys can see the Modena badge there. And then of course we have the 3 vents, which is a Maserati thing. And then looking at the side profile, that's where you can see the really long hood, and again it has that like classic sports car appearance because of that. Now taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function. We got the opening here for the trunk and then the Maserati trident on the back. Now although the GranTurismo is a high performance car, you guys can see that, well, it's got 12 volt in the back and it has a pretty big cargo area here in the rear. So this is definitely more on the grand touring side of things, where you could use this as, I mean, obviously a daily driver, but also a really good trip vehicle. And when you're all done, just press a button and that will actually lower the trunk lid back down. Now you guys can see again with the matte paint how the sunlight hits that. And then of course we have all of our badges here on the back. And then I love the taillight design, that's really cool. And look at those exhaust tips there at the bottom. And putting it all together in normal Maserati fashion, I mean, this thing is absolutely beautiful. Now taking a look at the door panel, you can see soft touch here at the top and down below as well. And I love this trim that goes across. Got a bunch of carbon fiber here, and then one of the speakers for the sound system, another one down below. All of our window controls, mirror adjustments. The mirrors do have blind spot monitoring, by the way. And then this is a 2+2, so we have these beautiful back seats. You guys can see the perforated leather with the really cool like cross-stitch design. And then notice we actually have a cup holder back here with some carbon fiber trim. Around it we have USBs as well. But like most two-door cars, it is a little bit tighter there in the back seat area. And then taking a look at the front seat, you got the Maserati trident there at the top, and then again perforated all down the center portion of the seat. Power adjustments here on the side. And look at the pedal layout, really beautiful with the finish there. And then same thing with the trim here on the side, and then also the dash has nice padding. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, we've got really nice trim all around, even with the airbag cover, nice stitching and everything. And I love how the engine stop start button's on the steering wheel. We also have the drive mode select on the other side. And this actually has practical stuff like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. Like, that's crazy to see it in such a high performance car. Anyways, controls for the center stack, and then beautiful column mounted paddle shifters there as well. Now I've got this big digital gauge cluster here in the center, which you can use to see different bits of info here on the vehicle. Nothing too crazy with that, but the fun thing is the drive mode select. So notice popping into the sport mode, it changes the look of the gauge cluster. You got a GT and comfort mode as well. And like I said, this is a Grand Tour, so it makes sense that it has a GT mode. Like I said earlier, really nice trim here on the dash. We have a clock there in the center, which has a very like sporty appearance to it. And of course we got the Italian flag there on the dash. And then again, look at the trim down below. GranTurismo badge. The glove box is actually opened up with a button, which is interesting. I'll show it to you in just a moment. But yeah, decent storage space. Nice trim on the outside of the glove box as well. Now in reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. Got the bird's eye view as well, and you can see out of a bunch of different angles here with the camera system, which I think is great. But yeah, as for the rest of the infotainment system, we got a shortcut bar here on the side. And notice response time with it's good. We have the glove box lock, which is pretty cool. And then notice the transmission select is actually down below. And then we have the secondary screen, which is kind of like your climate control screen. It's also where you open up the glove box. But it's also got the seat adjustments as well. So yeah, I guess this is like your utility screen, and that's your fun media screen in a way. Now you do have a phone charging pad down below this whole screen thing, and then we've got this that opens up, which I like the opening on that. Carbon fiber trim all around the cup holders here, and then good storage here in the center console as well. Nice trim on the top, and then also the pillars, and then the whole top here also really nice with the trim. Almost forgot to mention, we also have a camera rear view mirror, which kind of hard to see because of lighting, but yeah, always a nice safety feature. Anyways, window sticker here on the GranTurismo, so 2024 Modena, all-wheel drive and air suspension, which is interesting. Again, this is more luxury rather than all-out sportiness. But anyways, you guys can see all of the standard equipment here. We do have some options on this particular one. And after all options, the sticker's for $199,695. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility over the hood, both the mirrors. Do blind spot monitoring throughout the rest of the rear. And I keep forgetting the buttons are in the center here. Let us set off in the GranTurismo. I am pretty excited for this review. Although I don't think that there's a ton of people researching into these because it's kind of more of a low production niche vehicle. It's always fun to see what some of these automakers are doing. First off, I don't know what that little car is, but it's cool. MG. I wonder if it's an what is it called? The MG Midget? Is that what that is? Again, not sure on that. And well, something's happening here, so that's not good. Anyways, seat comfort's good with the GranTurismo, and it's got good clearance too. I'm still angling it just to be safe, but it's got good clearance, so I think that is a plus. It is absolute chaos here. People crossing the street, ambulances. What are we gonna do? But yeah, pretty good sound insulation. I feel like they're gonna do a convertible version of this. It seems like this car is gonna be a convertible. I don't know. Seems like the whole setup with this, just yeah. I won't be shocked unless they've already released it and I just haven't seen that yet. But another interesting thing, it looks like it just has heated seats, no air conditioned seats. Unless I'm missing, because I see the heated seat control right there. Interesting, very interesting. But yeah, good torque out of the engine. It's comfortable too, honestly. Like the ride quality, it's pretty dang comfortable. So again, it is doing that GT thing. Let's put it in comfort and see how that feels. Yeah, it really is comfortable. It's a comfortable car. And this would be a great, I mean, it's got all-wheel drive, so like you could technically, like I just imagine there's gonna be someone here in Utah that's gonna be rocking one of these in all 4 seasons, and I think that'll be cool to see. Yeah, really good torque out of the engine. So I've got it in the sport mode. I'm gonna put the suspension to soft though, because these Salt Lake roads are always kind of beat up. Ooh, the transmission's responsive. Love the feel of the paddle too. So pop it into M mode so that it stays in manual mode. Yeah, I like how this drives so far. It's exciting. It's definitely exciting. Okay, so I'll get on it a little bit here. Woohoo! Dang. We'll get another acceleration up here in a moment, but super responsive transmission, really good torque out of the engine. Feels more powerful than the power figures suggest. Sounds great for a V6. Sounds really sharp. We'll get another acceleration here. Oh, it's quick. This thing's quick. And again, this isn't the, you know, most crazy version of this car. Man, that's strong. So to cap things off, you know, the GranTurismo, again, this, what it looks like Maserati's doing with this is, it's a GT car. It's something that is fun and sporty to drive, but also you could daily drive this. It's comfortable enough you could do a cross-country trip in it. And I definitely do think that, I think they've accomplished that with this, with the whole GT thing. I think they've done a really good job with that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but yeah, I think that what they're going for with this being a sporty daily drivable car, it does do that. So it doesn't step on the toes of the MC20 at all. Like, they're completely different. The MC20 is full on supercar, whereas yeah, this is full on Grand Tour. So let me know what you guys think about the new GranTurismo. Let me know what you guys think about this Modena version.